The last month has seen a disturbing spike in Islamophobia and anti-Semitism, but we here at Breaking News like to promote a more inclusive environment. So we'd like to take this opportunity to introduce our secular, non-denominational holiday mascot, Penguin Human. Penguin Human, so excited to meet you. I've been wanting Breaking News to show its holiday spirit for a while now. I can't wait to hear what you have to say.
Penguin Human.
Penguin Human, why don't you tell us about yourself?
Like the gentle grasshopper, clutched in time by amber, Penguin Human is eternal.
Penguin Human, this is...
December is upon us, Michael. No longer shall we give thanks to Penguin Human like we did in November, but it is that time once more to celebrate the rebirth and everlasting glory of Penguin Human.
That's nice. I love the holiday season, and it's great that everyone can celebrate with a cute little bird, no matter what god they believe in.
There is no God, only Penguin Human.
Excuse me?
Penguin Human is the one true God of all man and beast. It is the duty of every human to pay tribute to their feathered crusader.
I think you might want to be careful there, Penguin Human. A lot of people feel like moving this time of year away from its Christian origins is a war on Christmas. Aren't you afraid of offending people?
Michael Kiaunis, I have risen from the icy depths of the Arctic. I have feasted on the tender organs of the Atlantic salmon. I have placed upon my beak 9 glass condoms and smashed my face against a block of ice until it turned red with my blood. I have never felt the sensation of fear that makes you shake like a baby goat.
I just think you should tone it down a little. You're supposed to be an inclusive, better...
Those who obsess over babies born inside of barns like meager peasants and deformed glowing reindeer shall be struck down by the mighty wings of Penguin Human.
I'm disturbed, but I'm also strangely intrigued. How does this Penguin Human celebration thing work?
The human wishes to hear more. We are one step closer.
That we are.
Now hush.
Prepare to travel tummy first down the icy slide of enlightenment. While Penguin Human should be revered every day by those pure of heart, December 21st marks the most holy day of the entire year, Featheronimus, the day of the transformation. Oh, shall I tell them the story?
You must.
What is that voice?
Do not get your puny beak in a tizzy, and do not question the origin of the all-knowing voice of greatness. I shall tell you the story we tell fledglings on Featheronimus Eve. It began 12 years ago, in the year 2004. Then, Penguin Human did not exist. Instead, I was known by the name of Derek Spitzer.
Then what happened?
I was in Antarctica for 10 months, working as a production assistant on 2005's smash hit documentary, The March of the Penguins. In order to gain the penguins' trust, I dressed up in a penguin suit and protected their eggs from the harsh cold of the South Pole. One day, while scuttling along with my flock, I slipped and fell 200 feet into a fjord. Oh, the horrors of the fjord.
How did you survive?
I ask myself that question every night when the moon is low and my eyes grow heavy with sorrow. Every bone in my body was broken and I was left a mangled husk of my former self, unable to move and with no one to hear my cries for help. I was frozen solid into the ice of the mighty fjord for several months. But then came that magical day on which the sun came forth and freed me from my frigid cocoon. I crawled out of the fjord, back to surface level to rejoin my flock.
Interesting. So we're celebrating your rebirth. I could get down with a little spiritual reanimation. But the best part of the holiday season is the traditions. Decorations, cookings, what kind of
Featheronymous.
featheronymous traditions are there?
Featheronymous is the most magical time of the year. Nothing makes my heart light up like collecting mounds of garbage from nearby dumpsters, dousing them with gasoline, and hurling the fiery trash at those who do not believe. Oh, and who cannot love gathering with their loved ones, ingesting garbage treats, and singing such festive carols as Snowball Fun Time and Decorate Your Living Quarters with the severed fish heads. Even an ornithological novice can't resist the sweet, slimy joy that holds you down and sticks its flippers into your mouth.
Well, this is by far the most bizarre interview I've done. I'm sorry, Penguin Human, but I think you're just a guy who fell into a fjord and never quite recovered.
You're right, Michael. I know that. I'm not really the savior of men and flightless birds alike.
Oh, so is this all an act?
At some point, I believe, but I guess like the adults in the famous Featheronymous story, The Penguin Express. I can't hear the flapping of the holy fish carcass anymore. I've lost my Featheronymous spirit.
What will you do now?
Probably head back to the fjord and finish what nature started all those years ago.
Sounds like a plan. Penguin Human, everyone!